Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, this has been another episode of the 94 Feet Podcast. Your boy Big Zeke in the building. I'm here with my brother Dre.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. What's good?
And my brother Kesey. What's going on, Kesey? How you doing, man?
Where did enthusiasm go?
What's good people? It's good to be back in the building.
No, hold on. We need to talk about the elephant in the building. What is going on here? You come in with so much energy when it's dry, and then when Keith is like,
it depends.
Brother here.
Yeah.
No.
Look,
It
Look, hold on.
It depends.
Hold on. This is how he did me though. He looked at me. He was like, and my brother Dre.
Because it's
No.
You
No.
know what goes on behind the scenes? It depends on who on me.
There was nothing this week for y'all to have this problem.
I wasn't on you.
Kesey came in hot.
I
For no reason.
I did
really?
not.
That's all you want to do? Did he not come in hot, Dre?
But that's how I come in. I come in like that every week though, don't I?
Well, then every week
Dallas is losing. Don't mean to take your frustration out on other people.
He don't have his Canada Dry. You don't have his. Is it Canada Dry?
Diet Coke now.
No. Cherry Pepsi.
Oh, wow.
No, but
My
Zeke's
friends,
Scratch off. Don't
Is-
get a scratch off.
Zeke's done that to me though. Like
I thought
No,
Dre
Zeke,
too.
Zeke had done it to me.
I look at
He'll
Dre.
look at me and go, "My brother Keys, oh yeah, and my brother Dre, yeah,
I
whatever."
only bring that up because I had somebody inbox and he's like, "Is there beef on the set of 94 feet?"
It's always beef.
So
I serve it well done.
there is no beef in 94 feet.
Really?
It's all for TV. That's
Really?
all, folks. It's all for ratings.
Yeah, that's what it's for.
It's all for ratings.
Oh, you behind the mic toughness now?
Oh yeah,
Nobody said that.
He's an internet troll, internet
Nah.
tough,
Now, do I serve my
internet
beef hot?
tough.
I do. Well, that's fine.
Ain't gonna bust a grape in a fruit fight.
The score is tied. In
See?
case you wanted to know.
I didn't want to know.
Oh, okay. Well, they just scored.
Well,
Like
you
8
know, it's
seconds
one
left.
of them things where, sometimes it's Dre getting up, tap dancing on my nerves. Sometimes it's Kesey. That's what makes this, I want to say relationship or bond, but that's what makes this arrangement, that's a better word for it, work. Right?
Woo! Let's go.
Trey, are you really watching the game right now?
I'm looking at the injury report, just waiting on my cue.
Is that what you do? That what you did that for? Woo! He got hurt.
I said, woo!
Why don't you
Yeah.
go ahead and kick the
Like, woo, there's a lot of people on the injury report.
Why don't you
Literally.
go ahead and kick it off.
Literally, the Boston Celtics are without Al Horford. Low back stiffness. He is listed as day to day. Jaylen Brown, left knee contusion, day to day. Malcolm Brogdon, a hamstring injury. When's the last time he played?
Okay, he's been balling actually pretty well.
He has not played that much.
He's been balling for them though.
You just made that up.
He actually had a couple good games though. To be
Okay,
honest.
2 out of 12. Great.
Yeah, about 2 out of 12.
Brooklyn Nets are without Seth Curry, ankle, day-to-day. Questionable for the Lakers today. It's not like they need him. The Charlotte Hornets are without Gordon Hayward. He is out with a shoulder injury. The Detroit Pistons, Cade Cunningham, left shin soreness. The Los Angeles Lakers.
Just say Los Angeles Lakers.
The Los Angeles Lakers are without LeBron James. He is listed as day-to-day. He is doubtful for tonight's game against the Nets. Anthony Davis is day-to-day with a back injury. He is probable tonight. The Grizzlies are without their superstar, Ja Morant, left ankle soreness, listed as day-to-day and doubtful against the Wizards. Desmond Bane from the Grizzlies is out with the right toe, listed as day-to-day and doubtful tonight. The Miami Heat are without Payday, Milwaukee's own Tyler Hero, ankle injury. He is out. The Bucks are without like 7 people, but we're going to give you the ones that matter. Drew Holiday is out with an ankle injury. He will not play tomorrow. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out with an ankle injury. He will not play tomorrow. Grayson Allen is out with an illness. He will not play tomorrow. Chris Middleton is still healing. He will not play tomorrow. The Phoenix Suns are without Chris Paul. No surprise there. He's out with a heel injury. Cam Johnson. Yes, folks, it is this long because there's a lot of people injured. He underwent surgery to remove part of a meniscus and will be out 1 to 2 months. The Raptors are without Fred VanVleet. He is out with a non-COVID related illness. Bradley Beal is still sidelined with COVID-19. He is out for the foreseeable future.
All right. Thank you very much, Dre. I appreciate that. His enthusiasm in my voice. We're gonna start the.
I almost called you something.
We're gonna start the
Can I
shoot
have
around
some?
topic. Start the shoot around topic where we talk about news and rumors and stuff going around the NBA.
Thank you.
We're gonna start off with the Brooklyn Nets, who have promoted their intermediate coach, interim coach, Jack Vaughn, to head coach.
Hey, but if you don't wake up, we're gonna send you home.
I just
wake up, man.
I just be trying to burn my biscuit. I'm trying
Man,
to
wake
shake
up.
it. I'm gonna you're right, Dre. I'm gonna shake it off. Y'all trying
Shake
to
it
burn my
off,
biscuit.
man.
I'm gonna shake it off.
We try to say stuff right.
Anyways, he's 4-2 right now. With him getting the head coach job, he'll be there for the next 2 years. They passed on the opportunity to get Nia Long fiance. And what do you guys thoughts?
Get that right, ex fiance.
No, they still together. She working through it. Everybody cheat one time.
Go ahead.
Nina, baby. I told you. You can do better.
We'll call one of these episodes Nia Baby and just take all the sound bites. Take all the sound bites.
Anyways, what do you guys' thoughts on this?
Well, I think Kesey said it last week sitting at this table that if he was the New Jersey Nets, he wouldn't touch
the New Jersey Nets or the Brooklyn Nets.
Whatever. He wouldn't touch
whatever. That's cool.
He wouldn't touch the Brooklyn Nets.
Thank you.
With a 10-foot pole to hire what's his name?
Ime Udoka.
Yeah, Kesey said he wouldn't touch it. And I think enough people in the Nets camp have gotten to the GM to say, hey, we don't want to touch this right now because there's still a bunch of pending investigations. It's messy and it's the middle of the season. So I think they did a good thing hiring.
That's not the middle of the season. Only 12 games in.
You're about 15 in for some, but still. It's not the middle, but it's still
82 games.
Fine. You still don't want to bring in a person with turmoil to a team in turmoil.
Exactly.
So
I think the Kyrie Irving situation is what made them really have to turn it down because putting them two together, them two situations.
Plus the idea of Kevin Durant potentially leaving after the season. I don't think they wanted to put him in that situation. The Ben Simmons saga. Brooklyn is full of mess right now. And the last thing they needed was another mess to come on their team. So it looks like their coach is off to a pretty good start, 4-2. It seems like the players are happy with this move. I'm happy to see assistant coaches actually get their shine for a change. So that way you don't have people like Steve Nash, who's never coached, coming out getting head coaching jobs. People like Steve Kerr, who's never coached, coming out getting head coaching jobs, right? Give the assistants a chance to shine. So I'm glad that Brooklyn promoted from within, build their own, and congratulations to the coach, and we wish him the best of luck with the disastrous Brooklyn Nets.
Well, I think I think the NBA interfered. I think they
intervene you think they stopped Brooklyn?
Yeah, I think they had a conversation. It was like, don't do that. It's like, why not? Because the public spectacle of it all would bring, like you said, a lot of on them talking everything about except for basketball, because he hasn't been in the public eye since he got suspended from the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics obviously are going to fire him after this year because they was like, oh, if you want to interview him, knock yourself out, or if you guys want to have him, knock yourself out. I think this messed up, but it is what it is. But I think Brooklyn missed on an opportunity for a good coach, because even though Vaughn is getting this opportunity, and I'm not saying that he's not worthy of the opportunity, it's still one of those things where, like, I think you missed out on a good coach. Whether besides his personal discretions of a sexual relationship with somebody on the staff, wife, I think that he's a good solid coach. Because if you're just talking about basketball, then I think he's a good solid coach. I mean, there is something where the Boston Celtics are still doing pretty good without him. So who knows what's going on behind the scenes though. So I think it is what it is. But them having a 4-2 record is probably the most impressive thing to me. I don't think they really beat any teams worth of that they shouldn't have beat. So that's what I got to say about it. Kesey, you wanna?
Lost my train of thought for a second.
Oh wow.
I think that they little span that they have, and I don't think it got nothing to do with their coach though.
Yeah, I just think
I think they just
beating teams they should beat.
Yeah, they're naturally more talented than the teams they actually beat. Because if you look at the teams they beat,
I mean,
the Lakers could have beat them probably.
I wouldn't say that.
Got a real good chuckle out of that.
I'm just saying, like you saying it like they could have beat Lakers could have beat these teams. No, I don't think they could have.
Well, they won 2 games.
They what?
They won 2 games.
Well, be like that sometimes. Moving on. Kyrie Irving 5-game suspension should have ended today, but it didn't. And the Nets are still making him unavailable, and there's no timetable when he'll return. The Brooklyn Nets are 4-1 since that span. Should the Nets even make an effort should the Nets make him available for trades?
I think that's what they're privately doing.
I don't think they're doing that.
I think that's what they're privately doing. I think, like I said last week, I think we were all in agreement that Kyrie kind of overstepped the line, but I think we also agreed that Brooklyn was asking him for You good?
I'm gonna swallow that piece.
Yeah, man. If you're gonna die, do it over there. Go ahead. What are you saying?
Boy, I tell you, my friends ain't shit.
He said go die in the corner and stop interrupting the show.
Interrupting the show.
Man.
Whoa.
So I think we all even agreed too that the Brooklyn Nets were asking Kyrie to do too much. Right? He did his apology, he did his suspension, and then they had all these other demands, right? And we all agree. We said,
y'all agreed.
I said that was doing too much. Me and Keith were like, that's a little overboard, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Brooklyn, check your messages, Tone. Brooklyn, thank you. Brooklyn is a streaming thing, but anyway, Brooklyn made it clear where they stood with Kyrie. Them adding all these layers on top of what they're asking Kyrie to do tells me that they don't want him a part of this organization.
You know they did that on purpose.
Because eventually Kyrie going to be like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Because one thing about Kyrie, remember, he's not a yes man.
He already did everything.
He did most things.
He did everything.
Well, and again, I give him credit for owning that he was wrong.
But they are surprised that he did everything. Their thing was, I'm thinking that they're thinking, Kyrie Irving, he's going to have some pushback against one of these things on this list. And by him not, it's kind of mind-boggling to them because now they don't know what they're going to do next. So my next thing is they got to trade him. What would you do?
I'm not going to trade. I'm not going to trade Kyrie just because, number one, I know what I'm getting into.
You going to let him rot?
No, I'm not going to let him rot either. I'm probably going to have him sit out a couple more games to let this story die down a little bit. Hopefully something happens.
It will never die down.
It's going to die down. But my thing about that is Kyrie on the basketball court is still a magician with the handles, with the scoring. He don't hold defense, but he still is a magician with the ball. He still can get you 30 real quick. So it's one of those things where like, and then at the end of the day, it's about winning. Now, do we like Kyrie as a person? No, I don't like Kyrie as a person. And I'm sure the Nets front office does not like Kyrie as a person. That's number one. Number two, who are you going to trade to? Who are you going to trade him to? Nobody want them problems.
I think LeBron's influence could get him back in LA.
Don't nobody want them problems.
People are coming to his defense, though. Like
People
a lot of NBA players are coming to his defense.
I didn't want to talk about this, but whatever.
A lot of it.
It's one of those things where like, I'm really disappointed in. I'm more disappointed in Jay Williams than I am the other players because the other players are saying, "I know Kyrie, he's not the person." And
which say the word. Go ahead.
Hey Tone, this is why I do that stuff. And this is why I do it for the intro. But anyway,
that's okay.
So, but it's one of those things where I don't think.
Right, we can do the whole show like this. Go ahead.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Thank you.
Update.
So it was one of those things where I'm disappointed in Jay because he's talking about the person who wrote the book or the person or Amazon who's selling the book. Two things they have no control over. Like Amazon can put up like warning labels or whatever, but they can't stop somebody from selling a book.
Anti-Semitic.
And it's one of those you should have had that ready a long time ago. You should have had it ready.
Anti-Semitic.
So it's one of those things where like I don't think Kyrie is that person, but also think Kyrie is full of it. So I just don't like.
So you anti Kyrie then, huh?
I'm not anti Kyrie. I'm anti idiot.
Okay, so you're Shaq and Barkley now, and everyone else.
I roll with the old school. You
Okay.
can say that.
So Kyrie Irving made a mistake. It was a mistake, a stupid mistake.
Mhm.
He apologized. He donated $500,000. He met with the commissioner. He's done everything that was asked of him.
Mhm.
He's handled this better than he did the whole COVID-19. Hold on, let me finish.
Go ahead.
He's handled this better than he did the whole COVID-19. He's handled this better than he did the whole COVID-19 situation.
He handled it just like he handled the COVID-19.
No,
arrogant, unrelenting to say, "Hey, y'all, I messed up." You know what I'm saying? I'm really sorry about that stuff. Kyrie is real arrogant, and they will turn around, do some stuff like, "What are you doing?" Instead of saying, "Hey, I want to apologize to the Jewish community. I want to apologize to such and such." He want to turn around and say, "Hey, man, I'm a beacon of light. I'm all about peace and love."
Isn't he
But-
though?
Is he?
I don't know.
Is he?
Nah, I don't know.
Because you donating, because I can say, because we talked about, we kind of compared him to Kanye West. Kanye West can do a whole lot of donating because he got a whole lot of money. But at the end of the day, your words have power.
Everybody's does, whether
So-
you're Kanye or whether you're Andre.
So when you do the stuff you do and act like you really didn't do nothing wrong, but you apologize because people mad, it's unsincere. It's unsincere. It's unempathetic. It's one of those things where like, dude, I don't want to hear that. And just like Charles Barkley said it, if he said something, if he was why he said something about the black community, we want him shunned. We want him shut up. We want him we want him to lose as much money as possible. So I don't
Yeah.
feel bad for Kyrie losing his Nike deal. I don't feel bad for Kyrie losing anything. I don't feel bad for Kanye West because y'all grown man.
well, and I
Y'all know
said,
what's up.
I said
So
this
you
last week. Our actions have consequences, right?
So you telling me you've never said anything and put your foot in your mouth and be like, dang, maybe I should.
Of course, I'll put my foot in my mouth. I'm a man.
So then should we call you an idiot?
Y'all have,
Should we call you what?
and I shake it off.
Should
I
we
keep
what?
it moving.
Should we call him an idiot?
I've never called you an idiot. I've
But that's what
never
you just
called
called that
you an
grown
idiot.
man an idiot.
I've never uttered the words. I've never called you anything but your name. I said you're a terrible boss, but I've never called you an idiot or any other derogatory word ever.
As long as you know I'm the boss. The point is,
Boss these.
there you go.
A boss.
There you go. There you go.
A boss of what?
He just said it.
I said never mind. We're not going to bring the family business to the table.
What's that?
Mm, man,
Ain't no need for all that.
But my point is saying is, get a brother a break, man.
I'm giving
Everybody, but it ain't like he did it on like some
what?
other platform besides his personal platform.
Which is still when you're personal. We've already
It's a public
acknowledged you're
platform.
public.
This isn't somebody hiding a microphone in this house. Man, I can't stand these Jews. He didn't. That's not what happened.
He didn't pull a Rachel Nichols.
He put it on the. Wow. He put it on the platform. He put it out there, and then for him not to be unsincere with his apology is just a slap in the face.
Just say not sincere.
Whatever.
Unsincere. No. Just say not sincere.
I told y'all, I'm the black sheep in this one. I think people read into it way more than what he had planned on it being in it.
This is my thing. Here's my thing, Keith. That's funny you say that. The Suns owner who said the N-word multiple times. I sat here and was like, he didn't mean it like that though. But you still want him to sell his team.
Oh yeah, you know he meant what he said.
But he didn't say in a derogatory term. He was just like,
He's like,
my nigga. My
That's
nigga.
the worst form of derogatory you can say. What?
now
Slap
being,
yourself.
Now you being an idiot.
And now, how am I being an idiot? If I
Because if you don't see the derogatory part in that, like, come on, man. if we all sitting here
And I say, "What's
and
up, my
he's sitting
nigga?"
right here, right with us,
And he
and he
say,
be like-
"Why can y'all say nigga and I can't?"
and
And
then
be
he,
like, "Well, I'm glad you asked that, sir. It's very racist. It's
How old
very
is he?
hurtful.
how old is he?
He's he's an old white man.
Okay, so he knows where the term came from, and he knows the meaning behind it way more.
Maybe he grew up in the maybe he grew
No,
up
he
in the
didn't.
area
No, he didn't.
where
Are you defending him?
I'm not defending him.
Yeah,
I'm
it sound
Are
like
you
it.
sure?
huh?
Sound like
Are
it.
you sure?
I am making an observation
Did
and
he
I'm
cut you
making
a
a good
check?
comparison.
He
I
cut you a
wish
check?
did it. Yeah, I wish he
So
did it.
so you're
I wish he did it.
defending the Suns owner, but you're dragging Kyrie.
I ain't making a comparison.
Okay.
No, but
I'm glad that you're clearing
You're
that
not
up
making.
because
you're
it
not-
sounded real like you were
I'm
defending.
It's
I'm
not.
him.
It's not a
comparing.
comparison.
Because what I'm comparing this to, what Kyrie did hurt the Jewish community.
He did. It did.
Yeah,
And he was
so,
wrong.
So when he was wrong and he apologized, very unauthentic. It was very. Oh, look, man, I'm sorry I hurt y'all.
It was
feelings.
rehearsed. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, it was. I'm sorry I hurt y'all feelings, man. You know,
Bro, that
shit like
apology was long. I don't know what you read.
No,
that apology
I
was
seen.
long.
You read it.
Yes.
I seen him go to practice and they interviews in his face, and he say real. Hey man, I'm really not about that. You know, I'm sorry if people's feelings got hurt. You know, I'm not
he
really
put
about
a
that.
statement out. Why did I need to keep talking about this?
Yeah, because it hurt people's feelings. That's my whole point of making a comparison,
Bro.
So when somebody hold on a
Do,
second,
do
up,
we show up here every Sunday after you done
did what?
peed us cleaned off? After you done made us angry, do we show up here every day? Do we still talk about the previous episode and how you treat us and how you talk crazy to us?
Treat us. How I treat. Let's move on because I don't treat nobody no way.
Man, he is
Nobody
the
know.
worst.
He that type of person that he don't do no wrong, but everybody else do wrong.
Oh, he quick to point out our
No,
flaws.
I give it the same. I give it the same.
With the quickness, like
He quick to, listen, I pulled up at 4:31 today. And he
I'm
rolled
like,
on his with a
Oh,
ball
no,
like,
I just said what's up.
he
I just said
called
what's
me
up.
at 4:31. 4:31, he called me. Like, where
I
you?
said, bro, I'm never late. I'm 1 minute late. I said, now the other guy, I can see why you call him. He late all the time.
I mean, what difference does it make? Because it take us 20 minutes to get started once we get in here anyway. So why not go ahead and get started?
So I said,
My fault. I just want y'all to be on time. That's crazy. I am tripping.
I didn't say you were. All I'm saying
You just
is,
said I was.
Since the person who gave us our outline at 1:42.
What does that have to do with anything?
y'all crazy. Let it stop.
What does that have to do with anything?
Okay. So,
No, you want to point out somebody's flaws? Let's point out your flaws, mother.
so Kyrie Irving, to answer your question, the Nets should shop him. I think that relationship is broken. I think it's irreconcilable, and they just need to move on from each other. I think Kyrie still has a future in the NBA, but he needs to go to a team that can just tell him, play ball and just play ball, bro. Like, he needs to kind of take the Dennis Rodman approach. Play basketball and leave your personal life personal.
You can't in 2022. Everything is up.
Turn the social media off.
Oh, that's
Turn the social. It might. Brian doesn't use it during the playoffs.
yeah. The playoffs. We talking about during the season. He's up in there.
But
Well, he needs to learn how to let
I
it
thought
go.
this was the freedom of speech. Everybody got their freedom of speech.
There's a freedom of speech, but it still costs you if you're wrong. You can be free to say what you want, and I can be free to prosecute you. I can be free to sue you. I can be free to say you're wrong. These players have morality clauses. Let's not forget that. Okay, you are in the public eye whether you want to be or not. All three of us are. We have three very public jobs.
Mhm.
Very public job.
Mhm.
If someone got a hold of this podcast, they might say, I'm offended that you're referring to them as old white men, not Andre Xavier Douglas. They may be offended that you're saying the N-word. And we may be tried one day in the public opinion court. Like, hey, this is my so-and-so. I'm not going to say what his job is, but this is my so-and-so, and I'm a white client, and I don't like the way he refers to white people on his show.
Well, tell that old white man he can kiss my.
So he may be tried in the court of public opinion.
So when you're looking for a
You
job,
hold up. You as a teacher, if a student or a parent gets a hold of this, they might say, this is not the person I want teaching my class because they're preaching something I don't believe.
Tell him to call me.
Slander,
Tell him to call me.
cussing.
Tell him to
You
call
know what
me.
I'm saying? I'm not saying that what we do is a problem because, again, we do what we
Why you
do.
putting my business out there?
Bro,
Everybody
shut
don't need to
up.
be in the education field.
If they've been listening to the show for going on
And
3 years,
so
they
what-
know.
And so what if I'm slandering and using cuss words? You know how many times a kid and cussed at me? Mother.
So the the point that I'm making is, in the court of public opinion, we might feel like Kesey just felt, but you're still held to a higher standard.
Mm.
And I think the Kyrie, I think the Kyrie Brooklyn relationship is over. It needs to be over, and they both need a fresh start away from each other.
I think it needs to be over. I don't think it is.
I think it is.
They toxic. Everybody like.
I think
Gotcha.
it is. I don't think they'll waive him because that's too much money. But there is somebody out there that would trade for Kyrie Irving in a heartbeat, especially if he gives them a long-term commitment.
All
I'm
right.
looking at a 3-team trade that'll probably happen in the next week or two. Probably watch.
Well,
Why is it 3 teams? Why
Not
can't it
3
just be
teams.
straight up? Because
Nobody
nobody has
has
nobody.
nobody has the assets to give him that money though.
A lot
The
of people
Lakers?
The Lakers are the only one, but the Lakers
don't want him.
they don't want Russ.
Yeah, you mean Brooklyn
goes
doesn't
both
want Russ?
ways.
Yeah, Brooklyn doesn't want Russ for KD.
That
No.
goes both ways.
That's smart.
So-
Not to want him with him.
So my thing is, you would have to get a third team in, probably like Utah,
Mm.
which would those send Russ to Utah, Kyrie to LA, and whoever Utah got
Jordan
to offer-
Clarkson to Milwaukee.
No, to Brooklyn.
Ain't nobody getting traded off Utah now.
No, Utah's doing well.
But anyways,
Listen, Utah is not expecting that.
No, they
That's
weren't.
not what they look.
They want the tank. They want that big.
They want that tank.
They gonna bring them all in the locker room and say, "Yeah, you hurt. You got COVID. You ain't playing tonight."
nah, I think they're gonna keep on pushing.
As they
Um,
should, because it keeps butts in the seat. Rebuilding does not make money.
So
But
speaking
ain't
of a
nobody
losing
watching the
team,
Utah Jazz.
In their market, they are
Who?
Utah's
Utah.
market.
I'm saying, but they ain't got no household names. Makes somebody be like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to the Utah game tonight." Come on, man, think about it. The only
But-
time they gonna sell out is if KD, LeBron,
Yeah, big market teams.
big market teams come in
Big
town.
market players. Yeah.
um,
I mean, it ain't the Bucks. You know what I'm saying?
well, they ain't the Lakers, and they losing soon.
And they still get a Christmas Day game.
Anyways, the Los Angeles Lakers are 2-10. One of the worst starts in
Well,
franchise
that's what
history.
happens when you have LeBron James on your team. You get Christmas Day games, man.
And you have a 2-10 record.
Hey, it's not his fault.
It never is.
Never is.
Insiders are saying that the Lakers should trade Anthony Davis.
That's the problem.
Let them get through it.
That's their biggest problem.
It's okay.
Okay.
Here are some trade scenarios. Let's check them out. Tell me which one you guys messing with.
All right.
Stephen A says Warriors get Anthony Davis, and the Lakers get Draymond Green and Klay Thompson. I thought this is probably best case scenario.
So you pick up $60 million and you get off 30.
Let's not even talk about the money because, as we all know, Golden State does not have a problem spending money.
But the Lakers do.
No, they really don't.
I guess so.
No team really has a problem spending money.
I actually like that trade because the rumor mill is that Draymond wants to play with LeBron anyway.
It's true.
You know, let Iggy tell it and his gestures on the bench to Draymond.
Mhm.
Draymond and LeBron are
Man,
boys.
I'm so sick of y'all talking about Iggy. Iggy who?
The old
The
man on the-
MVP Iggy,
Man.
old man on the bench.
the 3-time NBA, the
Is it-
4-time NBA champion Iggy.
It's easy to get that MVP when you ain't got to do nothing but play a role.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about
Bro,
the
he
Iggy that.
defensively
let's
locked
not-
up
let's not-
LeBron.
I mean, when you lock up
let's not talk
LeBron
about that
James, you
Iggy we
should.
saw in Philly.
I mean,
Well, let's not talk about that Iggy who got his
Iggy
smacked
and-
on the glass to lose in the finals.
I'm
Iggy
just
in
saying, though,
Philly is
when
the
you-
reason why he got his contract in Golden State.
yeah, when you lock up LeBron
No.
James,
He
you
did
should
not get a monster
MVP.
contract when he went to Golden State.
He did get a big.
He
That
did
was
not.
the first free agent they signed.
He does not get a major contract when he first came.
Back then, it was a major contract.
wasn't.
Casey, look it up.
Look it up.
So, I like the trade. Look it up, please. Thank you. I like the trade idea, but I don't think it helps the Lakers because Draymond is clearly not the Draymond of old.
That's true.
He has fallen off. I don't like the word fallen off, but I can't think of the other word I want to decline.
Decline.
Thank you. He has declined. Klay Thompson is playing like Kawhi Leonard, like every other game.
Who, Klay?
Play a game, miss 2, play a game, miss 2. But it does give him the shooting spark that LA would need for LeBron. I think Golden State will walk away from Clay eventually, but I think they'll do it by offering him a baby contract. I don't think they'll just flat out say we're done with you, Clay.
I think depends on what happens this year.
So he was making the same amount of money he was making in Philly.
How much?
He was making 13 in Philly. He went to Denver for a year and he made 14 there. And he went back to the Golden State Warriors making 12.
And back then, that was a large contract. They weren't giving out $100 million deals.
And look at this. He went to Miami and they gave him 17.
And that was from Golden State. That was a trade.
Why are you saying it like this is 20 years ago?
Relax. That was from Golden State. And they bought him out and he went back where? He went to Memphis.
But going to Golden State in 2013 at $12 million is not a lot of money.
Back then,
No,
for
it
him,
wasn't.
it
No,
was.
12 back then, no.
Yes, it
The
was.
superstars were getting 20 back then.
He wasn't
look.
a superstar. No one called him a superstar.
Are you saying for his caliber of player?
Yes.
Okay.
He was never a superstar, but he was major for Golden State to pick up because he was up and coming. That's all I'm saying.
His brother made $186 million.
In less than 20 years. Where do I sign up? But seriously, I like the trade, but I don't think it helps the Lakers. I think they still won't make the playoffs with that trade. But I like it though, Keith.
Easy.
Well, you know how I feel about Draymond.
What?
They can leave his ass in Golden State for all I care. Clay, I'll take. They're gonna have to give me somebody else besides Draymond.
Klay Thompson is not what he used to be.
But my thing is with a player like LeBron who likes to pass the ball, Clay was. It's just like when Steph give him the ball. Clay can succeed in that type of environment. He can succeed in any environment where you have an unselfish player.
I mean, LeBron's not a selfish player, so that is true. I don't think neither one of those. See, this to me, this is Anthony Davis, always injured. Draymond Green and Klay Thompson, not really who they used to be. So this probably would work out better for the Lakers than it would the Warriors. I think when Anthony Davis, if LA were to trade Anthony Davis, I don't think it would help any team that gets Anthony Davis. It's not like how he used to be when LA picked him up from New Orleans. Then it was like, oh snap, and they won it the following year. So I'm not like, it's one of those things where I don't think that would help. But it would be interesting because, like you said before, LeBron does need shooters, and for him to have a shooter like Klay Thompson, and like Draymond Green ain't the best shooter, but he will hit some when he's open, and he'll be open quite often.
Yeah, and he can hit the three too. Believe it or not, he actually can hit the three. It's
Who?
not a Draymond. It's not a great looking shot, but he can bank some threes.
It's a horrible shot.
I don't. Again, when did the media turn on Anthony Davis?
What do you mean when the media?
Because everybody was saying that this season, everybody was saying the Lakers' success relies on Anthony Davis.
It still does. Speaking of, Tony, you want to play the clip?
So let me ask you this then, while y'all are doing this. So why not focus on Anthony Davis and not LeBron and deal LeBron or try to get someone to get Rusty off the books?
I mean, to be honest with you, with Russell, before he start coming off the bench, he had an attitude of, I'm not going off the bench. I don't care what nobody say. He has a very arrogant attitude to him.
Sure.
LeBron James, on the other hand, you can't trade LeBron.
No, you can't.
Just because I don't think you ever want. You don't want to. You rather have him on your team than have him on the opposite side.
Sure. And he's an all-time great.
He's all-time great. So trading LeBron, even though it's in the back of your head, like, I'll trade LeBron. In the back of my head, I would trade LeBron if I was the Lakers, just because I want to win. Well, not gonna say I want to win now, but I don't have a solidarity of a good core. So even if I do have the best basketball player in the league right now, he is on the decline. He's looking to leave us within the next year or two. So why not trade him? And so
I think he's going after this year.
Who?
I think he's waiting for Bronny to make his decision.
I think LeBron will play somewhere like a Golden State. he will align himself with stars to win a title. I can see him going to Golden State. I can see him going to Memphis.
Nah.
No, I literally can see LeBron riding this last year out title chasing. I can see him playing with Phoenix and Chris Paul.
LeBron is waiting for Bron to get drafted.
Well, he
That's
has
where he's
2
going.
years, though. He has 2 years to wait for that.
Exactly.
That's year 22. No one's going to
He's-
pay. Hold up.
He
No one's
signed
gonna,
an extension with the Lakers for 2 years.
no, he did not.
Yeah, he did.
He's in the last year of his contract.
No, he isn't.
Who?
Did LeBron resign?
He signed
Isn't
a
he in the
2-year
last year of his
extension.
He
contract?
tried a 2-year extension. They just signed it, so they're
He just
locked in
signed
for
it this
2 months.
year. That's why he
Oh,
locked in for
okay.
next
Well, I
year.
stand corrected. Never mind. But he's not. LeBron's not going to stay in a losing situation.
Yeah, yeah.
He's not going to be 2-15.
Yeah,
No.
he is.
Okay.
He's not there for basketball. He made that perfectly clear. He's
there
not
for,
there.
He's there for stats.
He's there for stats. He's there for working his other businesses. He's
He
on a
did,
retirement
'cause it
plan.
was almost $100 million contract.
But let's
You're right.
focus on Anthony Davis. Go ahead,
He
Tom.
signed 2-year, $98 million contract.
We got to stop just bringing up Russell Westbrook. Anthony Davis shooting 20% from three-point range. Anthony Davis, I came on the air and talked about how Anthony Davis was a top 7 player. I take it back. Damn it, he don't look like.
How do you know what I have down on my paper? Right? How do you know I had that down?
He don't look like he even wants to go anywhere near the basket. And my point is, yo, bro, you too big, you too skilled, you too talented. What has happened to Anthony Davis? We need to be talking, yes, Russell Westbrook can't shoot, but that's about it. We need to be talking less about Russell Westbrook and more about Anthony Davis. Because, damn it, I expected better.
I expect better too. And for somebody who is 6'10", has a 7'2" wingspan that wants to be nowhere near the basket, pisses me off so much. It just pisses me off. Because you're not a guard. I get it. LeBron 6'8", 250. He can run the point. I get it. You're not LeBron James. And the fact that everybody was talking about Anthony Davis's work ethic, and then he turned around with what's his dude name? This trainer that helps everybody with a shot. And we have seen no improvements. It just blows my mind. It irritates to my core. It irritates me to my core, especially when a big man don't want to play big. It irritates me like I'm Shaq.
Yeah, he doesn't like to play center.
And that irritates me. Like, why? Why not? It's not like at the center position you have to be in the block like 2000, 2002. This is like you could be wherever you want to be on the floor. Just play the position, though.
It's not the offensive part; it's the defensive part because
he paper thin on the knees.
He light on his feet now. He getting older, Body can't take all that. He got to go against the Brook Lopez's, which is a solid big man. Joker, solid big man at the 5.
You got to guard him at the 4 or the 5.
What's Chicago's big man name?
Andre Drummond.
Yeah, Drummond.
Oh, I'm talking about my fault. I'm thinking about 5s, but go ahead.
It's hard to play against other bigs and battling and try to put up 30.
But you 6'10", 6'11", damn near 7 foot.
You should have a double-double every night if you're Anthony Davis.
I don't at
least 10 rebounds.
Then on top of that, we
should.
Like the clip said, we focused on Russell Westbrook and him not being able to shoot, but at least he's chucking it up there. Anthony, I don't want to go down there. I don't want to go down the paint. I get it. But if that's the case, work on your shot. You're shooting 20% from 3-point range and you still chucking them up.
So
you should be playing in the paint.
So just going to the fact where he said back in April or March, where he was like, I haven't picked up a basketball.
Yep.
Now he shouldn't have said that. Again, that's like Steve Nash. I lost the team. What? Hey, boss, I'm late for work again. You came in after me, but I'm late. Hey, boss, I really hate this job. I'm going to tell you to your face. That's what Anthony Davis did with the basketball quote. Anthony Davis has been a big disappointment. I remember when we were talking about the 50 greatest or 75 greatest, and I say he was not a top at the time. We should have gave that spot to Dwight Howard. Anthony Davis' run with the Los Angeles Lakers has been a complete disappointment, but a lot of it is because of injuries. We can't overlook the fact that he is injured. When he plays, he plays. He doesn't own the paint the way he should. I don't like the fact that he's a big man that's shooting threes more than he's dunking. I don't get where that whole idea came from. But if I'm the Los Angeles Lakers, you get rid of him if there's still value for him, because he has a pretty high contract too. And trade value in the NBA, as we see, is declining. Your name alone is not enough anymore. When you got the young guns like the Morants and the Jason Tatums and the Luka Doncic, who's having an MVP-like season so far, trade value for these players are not what they used to be. So the Lakers better try to dump them to get something while they can. But I don't see Rich Paul and company letting that happen, because LeBron is very protective of AD. Isn't he represented by Rich Paul as well? Rich Paul is very protective of AD, and he will not leave the Lakers as long as LeBron is there. It's not going to happen.
Who do you think his loyalty stand to more than anybody?
Who?
Rich Paul.
Of course it's LeBron.
Okay, then.
But LeBron does not want AD gone.
You don't know that.
LeBron will
Have
take.
you talked to LeBron and he told you that?
Oh, here we go.
I'm just saying.
He wants, because it's known when LeBron wants someone gone.
Check this out. Check this out. I would agree with you. Back in the day, LeBron probably be like, no, don't trade him. I think LeBron don't care. I honestly feel like LeBron like, all right, whatever.
I don't disagree.
Whatever,
I think LeBron wants to win more titles.
I don't see LeBron like.
I know he wants to win more titles, but I see, like he said, I see LeBron more like, whatever, do what y'all got to do so we can win some games. Just sucking it up ain't working. If it's anything that's bothering him, it's sucking it up.
I mean, I honestly watched the Lakers play, and they team look like they picking these African Americans off the street. They look like they're picking them up off the street. Hey, you want to play some ball? For how much? Probably like 1.2. All right, cool. You want to play some ball? Yeah, probably like, how much you paying? Like, we give you 5.6. All right, cool. Like the thing about it is, like, I too was like, hey Russell, let's have a conversation here, buddy. Why don't you come off the bench? He coming off the bench, he killing it. Sometimes he holding the team down by himself. Anthony Davis just there. But when they lost to Sacramento, I was like,
but Russ does his
God.
thing to a certain extent. His late game decision making is horrible.
It is horrible.
And as a point guard, you gotta have a better IQ than that at the end of the game. There's no way a Chris Paul or a Ja Morant and them gonna make those type of choices he make at the end of the game.
Well, Chris Paul, I think, is a better comparison, because Chris Paul is like, I know I don't have it, but I know I can pass the ball to these other guys. I think Russell is still like, I can still beat you off the break. No, you can't. Well, I'm gonna try anyway. Russell is still like, well, I'm open for this jumper, so I'm gonna shoot it. And I've seen players do this to Russell and Anthony Davis. They go up, they shoot him in the corner, then they shoot the three, they just walk away. I've seen it happen to both those players. First of all, it was funny, but then it just showed me like, man, this is crazy. Until you start making those shots like Giannis, that's the continued behavior you're gonna get. And it's just funny to me how I think they should trade both those guys. And LeBron should think about him trade too, or leaving free agency. They ain't gonna trade LeBron, but free agency. But like I said, I don't think LeBron cares about the titles as much. And to me, not to just go on a whole tangent, but that's the difference between him and Kobe. That's the difference between him and Jordan. Like, he don't care anymore. Like Kobe clearly still cares.
Why do you say he doesn't care anymore?
What gave you that impression?
Because
the ultimate goal every year when you sign up to play in the NBA is what?
Win championship.
Win championship. So what makes you think?
Because if you can clearly see something isn't working, and you have the power that he has, the influence.
What power does he have?
The influence that he has.
He's GM 2.0.
I mean, what can he do?
He brought Westbrook there.
To the GM and be like, hey, I think you should do this, get this person, and such and such.
So waive Westbrook, bring Kyrie in at all costs.
So when Jenny Buss say, take a minute, relax.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not giving up my 2 picks.
She ain't telling LeBron that.
Yes, she is.
She ain't telling LeBron that.
The reason they haven't made the trade is because Jenny Buss won't give up her 2 picks.
The reason they haven't made the trade is because the Lakers are bad. Why waste picks on a season that you know is going to be trash?
It's still early.
And here's the thing: it's early, but
early.
But when you have AD and LeBron, that can't be your excuse. You can't start 2-12. You can't.
2-10.
Keith, what are you doing, man?
You can't. He not lying.
He-
It's just one of those things where I just feel like, as the great franchise that the Los Angeles Lakers
Used to be.
I ain't gonna do them like that, and the great player that LeBron is. So you gonna say used to be with that, but it's one of those things where like you have to put him in the best position to win. So if a team doesn't put me in the best position to win, I need to leave. But LeBron signed a 2-year extension.
But where do you go?
For almost $100 million, wouldn't you?
Where do you go?
Huh?
Where do you go?
I go to a winning situation.
Like where?
Golden State.
Tell you,
Miami.
telling you, LeBron.
It don't have to be Golden State. Miami.
LeBron's gonna end up with a team that's going to win.
Minnesota. Phoenix Suns.
Minnesota.
Well, they used to be.
Yeah, say that disaster of an experiment over there right now.
What did I say?
Anthony Edwards, did y'all see him just standing there on the play?
What did I tell you was gonna happen?
Man, that experiment.
I mean, word on the street is this team needs to trade Karl Anthony Towns, but
they're gonna have to trade. They're not gonna trade Rudy Gobert because
they spent too much money.
And they can't trade him until after January 31st or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
they can't trade Cat because Cat just signed. Cat has to stay there. He has to stay there.
But I think that they missing leadership. They young. They still young. They missing leadership.
Who's the coach over there? Is it Thibodeau?
I don't know who his name is.
Did you see D'Lo?
Yeah.
Like they was running plays for like 3 minutes, and then he was still at the other end of the court.
Yep.
Then all of a sudden he just popped back in the screen.
D'Angelo Russell. Yep. I remember they were saying, "Are they only playing with 4 people on the court right now?" Like, no, he's just back there. Just
they
chilling.
young. They young. I think they young, and then they young, and they playing with. They're missing leadership. They have the skills that they're just missing leadership, and then that's where Pat Bev comes in, and you don't really think he's doing much, but he's getting these guys together, and they listen to him, and he a dog. So it's one of the things for like,
I don't know. He's more like a puppy in LA because
in LA it's too much to carry. It's too much to carry.
Timberwolves are 5-8. They are number 13 in the Western Conference.
Yeah.
And with 2 bigs like that and a stud of a rookie and Edwards, nah, that's not acceptable.
Yeah,
that's not acceptable.
Especially the money they gave Rudy.
I mean, Rudy
I'll be
is
kicking
still
Rudy
and
ass.
Cat.
I'll be kicking Rudy ass right now.
Dude, their payroll is not equivalent, but they're one of the teams in the luxury tax.
But this is the thing though, like Rudy worth it, Karl Anthony Towns worth it. So it's one of the things where like I get it, but they just missing leadership. I don't like Karl Anthony Towns.
So then why you don't go after leadership then instead of contracts?
Huh?
Well, the coach can only do so much.
You're paying somebody for their skill set. You're not paying them for their leadership.
Reasons why we said Steve Nash wasn't a good coach.
I doubt. We'll see about that. Anyways, as they do every year, the NBA has dropped a list of the city edition jerseys.
But how many trade scenarios did you give us?
Well, give us that one. Were there any more out there?
You said you had.
I did have 2.
What's the other one?
Oh, the other one is
it's the Lakers. You know, the Lakers need to get all their clock, bro.
I know. The Lakers, another one is the Lakers get Ben Simmons, Joe Harris, and the 76ers 2003 first round pick. And the Brooklyn Nets get Anthony Davis and the Lakers 2027 first round pick.
No. For a lot of reasons.
I'm listening.
Who can shoot in this trade? At least you get
Joe Harris.
Occasionally.
No, he can light you up.
Joe Harris.
If he's not hurt, he'll light you up.
I am not trading Anthony Davis. I'd rather try and experiment with AD than Ben Simmons.
Well, first of all, you don't like Ben Simmons. Let's just get that out the way.
Who's seen him do anything?
I'm just saying.
What does he do?
He is a good basketball player. I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and say he is, but I think look at what you're getting. Look at what you're getting. Look at what you're getting.
I see. I hear you.
Potential.
What? The Lakers cannot afford to trade potential.
I'll say this. There's a reason we haven't talked
You
about
said Ben Simmons, Joe Harris.
Ben Simmons, Joe Harris go to the Lakers.
When a 2023 first round pick that will be a late pick that they got to give away anyway.
And
right?
then,
They don't own. Remember, the Lakers don't own any 2023 picks.
They don't have no picks until 2027.
So if they trade the 2023 pick and they're low, it's going to New Orleans anyway.
No, if it's high,
no, the 2023 pick is going to who's it going to?
It's going to New Orleans.
It's going to New Orleans anyway.
No, if it's
it's
high
protected.
Pick,
The high pick is protected.
It's a
right.
high pick,
like top 10 or something is protected.
Something like that. Because they got the worst record right now. That means New Orleans is going to get a big man, and I ain't going to try to pronounce his name. Go ahead. What are you going to say?
But not if it's top 10, right? Ain't it top 10 protected?
I don't know. I don't know that we're speaking on that. I thought the Lakers picks were gone.
If the Lakers,
Terrence, I know you're gonna correct me on it, man. So text me. What is it?
Terrence, don't let him pull you. Don't let him call you.
Hey, I'm shouting out Big Homie T, man. I love it. He's a loyal listener of 94 feet.
No, I'm saying that if, as far as these draft picks go, the 2023 pick goes to New Orleans if it's a high pick.
No, let's read it right now. It is the Lakers 2023 draft pick. The Pelicans have the right to swap the pick. So if the Lakers have the number 1 pick, the Pelicans can take it.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
So they don't have a pick.
What do you mean
They get a pick, but if it's 1, you don't think the Pelicans gonna take that first pick?
They're gonna take it.
They're gonna take the picks. The second round they own. The 2024 draft. The Pelicans have the right to that pick and the 2025 pick.
Oh my God.
The 2025 draft, first round, they own it, but the Pelicans have the right to the pick if they opt out of 2024 pick. All for a guy that we're saying the Lakers should trade. All for a guy that we say the Lakers should trade.
But that's the thing, though. Until the thing is, though, until the Lakers pay the Pelicans back, that's why they don't have picks. But as soon as the Pelicans take their pick, the Lakers get all their picks back.
The Pelicans own up to 3 potentially. They own 23. They can opt out of 24 to take 25, meaning they can look at the 24 draft class and say, you know what? Not impressed. But give us 25.
But they own.
The Lakers own nothing.
They got. But yes, they do, because they got the second round pick owned.
Well, the second, we're talking first round. Kesey,
and they own Chicago's second round pick.
Kesey, let me ask you this. Give me a player from a second round that's ever been great.
Don't do that.
Chris Middleton.
I was just to say, don't do that.
For the Lakers, second round picks have been great. Chris Middleton became great. Let's not.
Well,
he became.
Well,
great.
I don't even know if he's great, but he's solid.
You the one that called his name first.
He called his name. I said, "Don't do that." He called his name. I don't know. That's a good question, but I feel like that is Lakers made a bad move. Let's just call it what it is.
They did.
No one could foresee Anthony Davis being this bad this soon, but
he was always injury prone, and I don't know why the Lakers.
I know that's the thing though. When they won a championship in 2020, we thought, talking about people like Kesey, thought this was going to be a run. Thought this was going to win back to back to back, because they really haven't gotten rid of much people since. Well, they gotten rid of everybody since 2020, and that has to do with LeBron too. But that's a whole other topic. My thing about that is, this probably is the best case. I want to say the best case scenario, because the draft picks, like you said before, the draft picks kind of is one of the things where, like, to me, draft picks aren't what it used to be. To me, to be honest with you,
you're right. There
draft picks aren't used to be
coming out.
Like, you can have Zion and he not pan out to what you thought he was. So to me, when these people like the Lakers ain't got no draft picks, and I'm sure the Lakers was thinking, we don't have these draft picks, but what does really matter for winning? And I think when you have a big city like Los Angeles, it's a win now, think about it later type mentality.
Sure.
And that was the whole point of trading all those guys that they did trade. Like, these guys aren't helping us win right now. And I also think I think many people still have the speculation in their head that if you have LeBron James on your team, it don't matter who you have, he can take us. Like, they have that Kesey thinking.
Yeah, not the 20th year LeBron though.
Yeah. But still, that's what you're thinking because LeBron's that good that where whether he getting buckets or whether he 36, 46, he's still gonna get these buckets.
But everybody is learning though. Just because LeBron can get those stats still don't make them good.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're learning that in their 20th season. I think it's more acceptable now because LeBron is older. But if this was LeBron of 4 or 5 years ago, they'd be riding him too. Because commentators are saying it now. Look, LeBron's old. They're treading lightly because everybody's going to be at the game where LeBron breaks the record, including Kareem. Everybody's going to be at the game. Mm-hmm. And that record will be broken, hopefully, because Bron has missed, 4 games this season already?
Well, he's injured right now.
So
yeah. He's still going to be broken.
Oh, it's going to be broken.
How
much is the question?
I don't care. You
don't care about the record being broken?
No.
Why?
For what?
That's a milestone.
But you're in a llosing team.
Yeah, but
that's how I know LeBron don't care.
He can stat stuff. He has 4 championships and $100 million from the Lakers.
We have given LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers a little bit too much of our time.
But do you think he can control the way they're losing?
I think that LeBron can speak.
Why
do
we think LeBron James has no influence?
Yeah, to a certain extent.
Because they're losing. If they were winning, he would say GM LeBron. He said LeBron would build that team. LeBron brought them players here. Would you not?
No, I've never said that.
I don't know if you
never said that.
I don't know.
So you wouldn't be praising LeBron if they were winning right now for putting together and taking a chance on Russie.
I've never put on him the praise for being the GM. I put praise on LeBron for what he do on the floor.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So you'll be proud when he wins.
But that's one thing you can't take away from him. What he production he put on the floor, nobody can take that from him.
I'd rather my team be winning. But let's move on because so let's go ahead and move on and talk about these NBA City Edition jerseys. These are the 2022 City Edition jerseys. Some of these jerseys are ugly. Some of these jerseys are cool. Some jerseys are basic.
I seen it.
A lot of people talking about that Golden State jersey with the rose at the bottom. I don't mind it.
As a guy that doesn't wear jerseys, these are all disgusting to me.
Okay, let's just talk about how they look. I know you don't wear jerseys because you're an adult.
Hold up.
But
the only jersey I think I will remotely be interested in buying is the Bucks Cream City jersey. Now, the Bucks Cream, if we're talking about the Bucks Cream City,
that blue one,
what?
That blue one kind of,
man, you can't even find, not the blue and the cream ones.
Those ain't.
Yes, the Bucks Cream City jerseys you can't even find right now.
Yeah, because
this right here,
this is this year's.
These will not run off the shelves. The Golden State one is the loudest of them all, but these jerseys are very basic.
Which one is the loudest?
The Golden State one at the very top at the end, the black and gold.
That New York jersey, I swear I've seen that before.
Larry Johnson.
It kind of
Larry
looks
Johnson from the Larry Johnson.
I like it. I like that one.
I mean, the Washington one is okay if you like loud colors.
I like the land. I like Cleveland one.
The Golden State Warriors look like a TJ Maxx jersey.
Go Dr. Max.
What is CLT?
That is Charlotte. That's the Charlotte Hornets.
Because I'm sitting here like, what?
Really?
Yeah.
I have to think about it for a second. CLT.
The Brooklyn jersey looks like a street ball jersey. Like if you ever played the street ball mode on NBA 2K.
Who is PDX?
I will let the Brooklyn slide because that's an ode to street ball. Period.
I was gonna say that. Yeah.
That one I'll let slide.
What about that Clippers jersey?
That Pacer one is trash.
The Pacer one. Which one is that?
He's right next to the old school Houston jersey.
The Houston one looked like a prison uniform
No, that's the
with the stripes on it.
That's the Hakeem.
I never liked that.
Barkley years.
I never liked that one.
Does that jersey say birthday love
Where?
next to PDX?
That says brotherly love.
Oh,
That's what you
okay.
should put on your phone.
Okay. Relax.
This one is trash.
No, the Miss one is busted.
No, the Memphis one looks like the ones they give you at the YMCA when you're doing shirts and skins.
That is true.
No, God, no.
Put this next to Philly.
That's Phoenix. FDX.
You might as well just go back to the old school.
Yeah,
Phoenix
that's ugly.
jersey.
That's ugly.
That's trash. Orlando is basic.
Orlando is basic.
Washington is basic.
Washington was. I like that. That Pepto Bismol.
That jersey high. I could rock the color, not the jersey though. I'll rock the color. I got some kicks to match.
If they put the bullet on there.
Who is that? The Phoenix Suns with that ball in the middle
No, that's
at the bottom with the
I know
number
what you're
one.
talking. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Phoenix.
That's no, that's PDX is Phoenix.
Look, I apologize for y'all in the studio. I could just did this.
No, you good.
I don't. That might be Phoenix.
No, that's not Phoenix.
So who does
'cause
PDX?
It's in
then?
order: Oklahoma, Orlando.
Phoenix, Philly.
This is Phoenix because that's the emerald for that ball.
So then, who is PDX?
Let's ask Google.
Why don't y'all look that up? What Memphis jersey? Come on,
Land, and that
come
would
on,
be Cleveland.
come on, Tone. That Memphis jersey.
Nigga, that's the jersey you wear when I'm gonna go play a game of hustle.
No, the Miami Heat one is the one that you throw on. Hey, I'm gonna go run the
That's the
hustle.
Punky Brewster jersey.
The Miami Heat is the jersey where the 13-year-old kid at the local middle school designed it as a contest.
Literally.
That's exactly what it
I'm
is.
messing with the Detroit Pistons green jersey. I'm messing with that.
Really?
I'm messing with that
I would
green.
give that one. I like it, but if it wasn't green,
I like it with the green.
because I've never seen them have anything ever green.
Ever, never. But I like that color. I like that better. That Boston Celtics jersey. Is
Oh,
hard.
duh. Yeah.
Who?
Portland.
Oh,
Portland.
Oh, that's
Process of
horrible.
elimination.
That's horrible.
How-
that's horrible.
Where does PDX come
I have no idea, but that's horrible.
from? What?
That's horrible.
So out of all these
So
jerseys,
what is the PDX stand
Who-
for? Portland, Damian.
We don't know.
We don't know.
X.
I don't know.
Portland, Oregon.
Who has the best jersey?
I'm gonna go with Brooklyn Nets because it's street ball. I like the Brooklyn Nets. I would never wear it. Celtics is nice too.
PDX is their airport.
Oh.
Code for their airport.
Really?
Okay.
PDX in Portland.
So then the Bucks should have had MKE.
I
Why
mean,
would
the
they have
Milwaukee window kind of stuck with Milwaukee. Milwaukee went safe.
They did.
They went safe. All this other loudness. If I had
But
to
Golden
pick
State
one,
went bold and they got an L.
if you all are watching us on the podcast, just Google NBA or listening to us. Just Google NBA. What are these called?
No, what you want to do is you want to go to our YouTube page and put in 94 feet in your search bar.
You can do that, or you can just Google NBA street jerseys.
Don't Google it. Just go to that. Go to her.
If I had to pick, I'm rocking with the Brooklyn Nets because it's street ball
I agree with you for the same reason.
and it matches some Jordans I have.
It's a basic
And?
black jersey. You can
Well,
wear
Zeke can wear them all. So
hey, man.
Zeke can wear them all. So
Now, I will say,
I will rock the Clippers one.
I would say that Clipper one's busting too.
Wait a minute, which one's the Clippers?
the one that says CLT.
No, that's
No,
not Clippers. It's the one next to the Lakers.
they're two Los Angeles ones.
Why would Cleveland be next to the
I
Lakers?
said Clippers.
Clippers.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I thought you said Cleveland. I'm
Cleveland
like,
is the one that say land.
Let's say the land.
So what's CLT?
Charlotte Hornets.
Oh yeah. Oh God, that is terrible.
I would have took it if it was orange.
Dallas just look horrible.
But that's old school Dallas. That's NBA Jam Dallas.
That's what
Like,
it looked like. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's NBA Jam
What,
Dallas.
what about
Three J's down.
Detroit's jersey actually looks like the Dallas Mavericks away jerseys
But
from years ago.
I probably would rock that Miami, especially with them new what you call it? I just got them Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebble dunks?
the
You got them Fruity
Miami's
Pebble
okay. It's
You got them Fruity Pebble
colorful. It is definitely colorful.
You gonna talk after the show.
Ways that'll match that.
Then what about the Minnesota? What about Minnesota Timberwolves jersey?
No, I already said what I'm
That
rocking.
looked like a Visa card.
Yeah. No, it actually looks like y'all remember when your TV get messed up and those lines on the TV?
Yeah.
That's what the Minnesota jersey looks like. Oh God.
I mean, you talking about street ball? I really like Philly. Brotherly love on there. I
It's
just like the
different. It's
Philly.
clever.
It's different. It's clever.
It's definitely an ode to Dr. J.
It is an older Dr. J.
So that would be my second one.
So okay, Kesey number one jersey. Best and worst jersey.
Worst jersey is the Pacers, hands down.
So Tone said the worst is the Pacers.
Then what's the best, Tom?
What's your best, Tone?
You know what? For these to be alternate jerseys that probably won't be seen too often, I got to give it to Golden State. It's the most unique one.
Really?
It is.
Even with the rolls,
The rose is what makes it unique.
I was thinking that too. but I don't like it.
Because now not only do we know, like, we gotta ask ourselves, why is it a gold?
Somebody, I seen somebody say that you got took the jersey in, so you're not even gonna see the rolls. I'm like, damn,
Yeah,
you're right.
The rolls is in the middle at the top.
I know, but I'm saying the big attraction is the rolls at the bottom of the jersey that you got to tuck in.
That looks
Well, adults not gonna do that. I mean, you know,
Players, I'm talking about
The
players.
whole purpose of these jerseys is to be bought by the fans. Fans are not tucking their jerseys in.
Dre, what you got for number one?
Number one,
Best and worst.
Best, the Brooklyn Nets. The worst is probably Minnesota or PDX because who knows what that is?
Portland.
Right? Who knows what that is?
So your number one is Brooklyn,
Brooklyn,
and your worst is Portland.
I'm gonna go with Minnesota for the worst. That's just too
Really?
much. Yeah.
I'm gonna go worst Portland just because it took us 15 minutes to know what it was.
Yep.
And then
It takes you 15 minutes to find a Portland fan.
man,
So,
take you an hour to find a Portland fan.
so I'm assuming only a Portland fan would know what PDX is.
That's exactly what it is.
Minnesota. They should have gave that logo to.
I think I'm
to
gonna go with
Denver.
I'm gonna go with
That's
Detroit.
an old school deal.
When I see that logo,
Yep.
that symbol on Minnesota,
Uh-huh.
it reminds me of the old Denver Nuggets
Look at the old
when
Dallas.
they had Antonio McDyson's, Muhammad Shabazz. and them.
Look
Speaking
at the
of-
old Dallas jersey, and that's exactly what the Pistons jersey is.
Oh, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
that's exactly what
That
the
is
old.
Dallas's jersey.
That's their old jersey.
That was the year right before they got Dirk.
That was a Derek.
So who was
Harper
your
years.
what was your picks?
My best was I'm gonna go with Detroit, and then I feel
was gonna say Memphis.
then my worst was Portland's. My worst is Portland's just because that's no. But you know what? Let me change that.
And Orlando was boring as hell.
It is, but I'm gonna go with that Philly. I'm gonna go with the Philly as best and worst Portland. What you got, Keezy?
The best to me probably is
I like that New York jersey.
It's been there before.
I know.
I like
but
the
Larry
Celtics.
Johnson.
I like the Celtics for some reason.
Celtics is hard.
I like the Celtics. It's my best. And the worst probably for me, it got to be that Golden State, that Rose. It just looked too much of like one of those fake jerseys that we used to see when we was kids. You remember?
Well, you had to be like, man, where you get that from?
Disappeared. Yeah, you know, the Chicago one is basic. It's like old school Chicago.
The Pacers is basic too.
Pacers is very basic.
Celtics is basic.
I can't believe y'all like Memphis.
Memphis is too much for me, man. It's no. You wouldn't even know it's Memphis unless you looked at it and seen their name on there. Like
PDX too.
that's what I said. What is that?
You know what? Portland ain't the worst. I mean, Golden State ain't the worst.
Portland.
That Portland PDX is it's just bothering me.
That's what I'm
Portland
saying. It
International
should burn your-
Airport.
It's bothering me. The airport. The airport of
The
all
airport.
logos that you could think of.
Do pick the airport.
Wasn't
What-
Portland known for Night Rider? Why they couldn't use Night Rider or something?
I mean, they know for weed. They know for weed now. They could have put some plants on there or something.
So according to
Portland Buds.
Right.
according to I think this is a website called Fansided.
Uh-huh.
The worst jerseys are Minnesota Timberwolves,
Yep.
the
Agreed.
Golden State Warriors,
Trash.
and the Sacramento Kings.
Sack. Oh, well, they're basic. Like their old stuff.
Where's Sacramento at?
Next to the Spurs and the Phoenix Suns.
Oh yeah,
Or
that's
that 10, I mean.
yeah, that's trash too. Yeah, that's trash.
Now, the best, according to this website, is the Houston Rockets.
Houston Rockets.
Could it take you back to the Hakeem and the Steve Francis
Yeah,
days?
the good years.
The New Orleans Pelicans. I like the New Orleans Pelicans.
It's okay.
It's purple. And the number one,
Yeah.
the Washington Wizards.
Yeah, I told you I like that. I like that color. I will rock
They
that.
went with a pink jersey
That's
with a
not
blue
really-
outline.
Like a
That's the
Pepsi
best
Biscuit.
one.
Yeah, it kind of
That's according to this site. This is fan-sided.
let people vote. So,
So people voted.
yeah.
But clearly, these fans don't know what they're talking about.
Well, it's been another episode of
Remind me
94
of
P
somebody else I
Podcast.
know.
Who?
Clearly,
Say it.
Clearly, it's not me.
It's always me. That's fine. This is welcome.
Well, if you want to take on that role, go ahead, my brother. How you know I was talking about you? I could have been talking about anybody else in the world.
It's been another episode of 94 Feet Podcast. I'd like to thank my brother, Dre. I'd like to thank Dre for coming through.
Yo, Nation, thanks for listening. As always, you know how to listen to us.
Okay, come on.
No. You don't rush me. You don't rush
say
me.
him first? Can I say him first? And then you can do all that?
Hold up. It's a pleasure to be in your homes, on your radios, on your iPads.
My phone, Keith. I should have said you first.
You can. You can.
Also, like to shout out Kesey.
It's been another good people. I appreciate y'all.
This is your boy Big Zeke.
How do they listen?
Spotify,
Google,
Amazon,
Spreakers.
Did you say Amazon?
Yeah. Spreakers.
Speakers, Spotify. You can listen
iTunes.
to us. You can listen to us wherever you listen to your other favorite podcasts at. You can get us on all social media networks, even sometimes TikTok.
like us?
Subscribe.
What?
Agree with us?
Probably not.
94 Feet Nation, baby.
We're gonna get